one who has served. Part 1, Discovering Your Starry Origins. July 13, 2014. In the past few months, I have learned much of my starry origins. Like many other light workers, my higher self lives and functions on an entirely different dimension, or should I say dimensions. In the past couple of months, I've come to know more about my origins and purpose for being here. While this will sound like fantasy or science fiction to some in my current incarnation at 4th dimension/5th dimension, I am a blended star being, part Venetian or Venusian and part Pleiadian. As Tazjima, I work with other members of the Galactic Federation of Light upon the Great Pleiadian Mothership, the White Winds. What I actually do on board the White Winds I have not yet discovered, but yesterday it occurred to me that I might be what you would call a cultural anthropologist, in charge of gathering and studying data regarding the many diverse cultures of planet Earth. Even during this lifetime, I had a deep abiding interest in the movement of peoples and cultures across the planet, especially within what is called root races. Another thing that I learned quite recently, in being of Pleiadian, Venetian origins, I wasn't actually born upon this planet in the usual way. I came in as a walk-in into a very young human vehicle at the age of 3. Is it any wonder then that I would feel uncomfortable in many settings, what is considered a normal part of 3D life? It's not normal to me. There are many mysteries in the universe that we have yet to be capable of understanding. Being a walk-in, and not being aware of it for most of my life, is just another of one of those incomprehensible mysteries that the egoic lower mind has trouble understanding. Open your heart and higher mind and bear with me. The topic of walk-ins is a very controversial subject, yet many well-established leading lights in the New Earth movement are exactly that, walk-ins. Some have come in with full knowledge of their origins and missions, while others have been like me, so heavily veiled as to not be aware, at least at first, that they are different from other people in this world. Grown into an adult and present for several decades now upon this planet, I have become quite aware that I am, indeed, different than other people. I have come to accept it. In this case, different doesn't mean better. I am simply the member of another evolution and peoples who has come to serve this current one on planet Earth. All of you, whatever your origin, are also my brothers and sisters. Now walk-ins usually come into a fully grown adult body, for the simple reason that the human soul occupying the vehicle has established itself within the environment, within relationships, a possible career, etc. However, it has been known for walk-ins to come in as early as infancy, especially when the original soul was only slated to be on the planet for a short time to balance some little bit of outstanding karma or such. The walk-in arrangement can only occur as an agreement at soul level and is something that is difficult for the logical mind to understand. Jalila Starr, as an emissary for the Niburian High Council, has written a whole series on the walk-in process which you can still read in her archived files. Wasanak is another prominent Pleiadian walk-in who came into the body of a troubled teen. In the ensuing years, he has turned this life around, is successfully running several blog sites, Facebook pages, and is a prolific writer and researcher, as well as a wonderful family man with wife and child. I have met 2 other walk-ins in person, one a healer and the other, Carol Hara Parrish, a prominent minister, author and speaker, who with her husband, founded a church and community at Sparrowhawk Village, located near Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Walk-ins are real, folks. I probably began the walk-in process with my chosen walkout when the baby nearly died of crib death at just 11 months of age. It took the remainder of nearly 2 years to complete the braiding process and final exchange of souls. I remember distinctively when I woke up at age 3. I was standing in front of the bathroom sink in my parents' home, holding a toothbrush in my little hand. I stared at myself in the mirror, unable to even remember my name. Always intelligent, curious and observant, I was able to integrate into family life without much effort. And yet, like other light workers who incarnated or came in as walk-ins, I have never felt comfortable with life in 3D upon planet Earth. As a walk-in, my role has been less prominent than some of the individuals whom I just noted. I came in, as many incarnated light workers have, to hold the balance for the planet while certain changes were occurring that would eventually lead up to the current ascension process for those of the current evolution who are ready to be harvested. You see, dear ones, I am not of planet Earth. The Eliza who has lived here for many years within this lifetime, is an aspect of my higher self, who currently works upon the White Winds, but also as shuttles between assignments in the Pleiades and on Venus. I am mated to a very handsome, tall Pleiadian noble, who also works on the White Winds. My higher self, who is an ascended Lady Master, although unknown to Earthlings, or Terrans, as I prefer, sent several of her various aspects to this planet in order to assist with the current evolutionary cycle, Eliza being one of these aspects. My actual higher self is at least sixth dimensional, although she continues to work with the Galactic Federation of Light, which functions at fourth dimension/fifth dimension. As a sixth dimensional light being, she is capable of sending portions of self or aspects into multiple lifetimes upon the planet, to stimulate the evolutionary process of humanity by adding her tremendous light quotient to that of her fellow adventurers from Venus, the Pleiades, Sirius, and other star systems. It feels funny to talk this way about self, but I'm certainly not doing it out of a desire to appear greater or better than what you see in the flesh here on planet Earth. Rather, consider what your higher self is capable of doing, as many light workers become more aware of our true multidimensional nature. I have also been informed by a reliable source that I am of an entirely different evolution than that of Earth. And I've done this kind of work elsewhere. While, in my present 5D/6D incarnation as Tazjima, I am stationed between the Pleiades, Venus, and the great starships, I have also ascended from Sirius A and have been an ascended member of the very ancient Arcturian civilization. There is so much more to each of us than we can possibly imagine, especially if we over-identify with the physical vehicle. The current evolutionary cycle has been at least 25,000 years. As the great cycle ends, there is an opportunity for incarnated beings upon the planet to ascend. Those souls who desire further training in the accelerated school of physical incarnation will continue on with their journey on the suitable 3D planet, another Earth. Meanwhile, the new Earth, the newly reascended planet Terra, Tara, will take her long-awaited place among the galactic star nations who make up the Galactic Federation of Light. For those of you who are curious about your own star origins, you will learn of them as you continue to work on your ascension. As you integrate the dark and light essences of your being until you reach a level of balance, you will begin to open up to worlds that exist beyond the capabilities of your physical senses to reach. Release doubt and fear, and embrace your imagination to carry you far until you are capable of joining up your energies with fellow wanderers, soulmates, and soul family. In being willing to write about my journey, I have attracted to me some of those who resonate at a similar level. In our private sharings, I have begun to discover the truth about my starry origins. If you wish to do this also, step into your personal power and courage, and move through any remaining self-doubt. Just do it and you will be glad that you did, by utilizing whatever gifts you have to offer. You will know your gifts by what gives you great joy. Express that joy and you will attract into your life those soulmates and companions with whom you have shared many lifetimes and purpose. I will continue on with this story in part 2, A Child of Two Worlds. Elizabeth Ayres Escher. BlueDragonJournal.com